Well, Derry just officially broke the sound barrier of creepy. If you thought this show was taking its time, episode 5, my friends, is where it puts the pedal to the metal and drives us straight into a nightmare. I'm Oliver, and this is Episode Breakdown. Strap in, because we are diving deep into the sewers, the psyches, and the devastating spoilers of It. Welcome to Derry, Episode 5. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe to help the channel grow. This episode is a masterclass in intersecting horrors, bodily, psychological, and military. It opens with two of the most visceral images we've seen. First, Tennille is violently purging white foam in his cell, a direct physical consequence of Dick Halloran's psychic raping his mind last episode. It's immediately juxtaposed with the gruesome close-up of Marge's slashed eyeball being treated, a constant reminder of the Pickle Daddy attack, and her lie about Lily. But here's the huge character shift. In the hospital, Margie has crafted a believable cover story. She says her glasses broke and Lily was trying to help her. This isn't just a lie, it's her full, complete realignment with Lily. She's out of the patty cakes for good, she believes the monster stories, and she vows to help prove Lily isn't crazy. This healed friendship is our emotional lifeline for what's coming.
What'd you say? That my glasses broke and they caught my eye, and you were only trying to help me when everyone showed up. They'd probably send me to Juniper Hill if I told them what I really saw.
Meanwhile, on Derry Air Force Base, Major Hanlon is finally getting some answers, and they are horrifying. General Shaw lays out his entire hubristic mission. He tells the legend of the Scotiahuat Squad tribe and the 13 sacred pillars carved from the fallen object that buried to form a cage. Leroy sums it up perfectly. You're telling me that Derry's a prison and we're looking for the bars? But Shaw doesn't want to reinforce the bars. He wants to move them, to shrink the cage, capture the entity, and weaponize it for the Cold War. He even wistfully talks about how it could have saved lives at the Battle of the Pusan Perimeter. Appalled that his family was brought into this unknowingly, Leroy demands they be moved to the base, which is crucially just outside the entity's geographical cage.
You're telling me that Derry's a prison and we're looking for the bars?
Exactly right, Major.
Parallel to this, we get crucial lore from the Scotiahuat Squad tribe themselves. In a meeting, they reveal this cycle has been milder. Only 25 disappearances, 7 deaths, mostly kids. But they drop 2 bombshells. One, the entity sheds, and its discharge has been poisoning Derry's water for centuries. 2, this pollution signals the approaching augury, the final, massive bloodshed that ends a cycle, after which Derry gets about 27 years of quiet.
One last big bloody event that marks the end of a cycle, after which we get another 27 years or so of peace and quiet.
Rose, Tennille's Ov, storms the base to confront her childhood friend Shaw. And here's a massive reveal. Shaw's recovered memories of the 1908 cycle didn't come back naturally. They were triggered by a DoD-administered drug 5 years ago. He came back with an agenda. Rose, who has faced it, is the voice of doomed reason. You think you can put a leash on this thing? It can't be controlled. Francis, you wouldn't be doing any of this if you really remembered everything. Before she leaves, she visits Tennille and secretly slips him one of the Star-Shards daggers made from the same material as the pillars. Keep it close and you'll be safe. And who's listening? Colonel Fuller.
Keep it close and you'll be safe. Okay.
The kids, regrouping at the standpipe, are desperate. Ronnie wants Marge to tell the truth to clear Hank's name, but their planning is interrupted by a staggering, filthy figure, Matty Clements, the first missing boy alive after months in the sewers. He's traumatized and his story is brutal. He saw Pennywise eat Teddy's brains, saw Susie bleed out, and says Phil is alive but paralyzed, can't talk or move, but he's alive somehow. He refuses to go to the cops, fearing his abusive father more than the sewers. Inspired by a reverse psychology talk with her friend Ingrid, who is, big reveal, the younger Mrs. Kirsch, the butcher's wife from It Chapter 2, Lily hatches a plan. They'll go into the sewers, find Phil, and get proof to exonerate Hank. To counter Pennywise's fear-feeding, she proposes using her mom's Valium. If they weren't safe, she'd probably be dead by now. They strong-arm a terrified Maddie into being their guide.
No police.
I have to get my dad out, and you can tell them that he didn't take you.
No cops.
And now, the convergence. Under the cover of a gas leak, the military surrounds 29 Neibolt Street. Colonel Fuller gives a chilling briefing. You'll be in enemy territory. Whatever form this enemy takes, it will use your own personal fears against you. If you see something that by any rational measure should not be down there, shoot it. Teams rappel down the well. The calm is brief. The entity strikes, manifesting as a grotesque, phantasmal Uncle Sam who tells two soldiers, "I want you," before devouring them. In the chaos, Tennille runs. Fuller empties at least 30 rounds after him, and in his flight, he drops the Star-Shard dagger. But the real psychic horror is for Dick Halloran. Separated, he's pulled into a liminal space, a bathroom reminiscent of the Overlook Hotel. His grandmother, who also has The Shining, warns him, "He's coming for you again." The he is first his canonically abusive grandfather, who resents their gift. He knows Dick's secret. He contains traumatic impressions by building locked boxes in his mind, a power straight from Dr. Sleep. The grandfather, his face contorting with Pennywise's influence, mocks the technique. He demands Dick open a specific lockbox. When Dick resists, the grandfather shoots the grandmother in the leg. Under this duress, with Pennywise now fully wearing his grandfather's face, Dick breaks. The lockbox is forced open. Whatever was inside, ancient fears, trapped entities, is unleashed, and Dick is left catatonic. A total psychic victory for it.
Don't do that!
And right then, the kids descend. In a moment of beautiful solidarity, they circle up, take their triple dose of Valium, and go in. The drug's effect is surreal. Sounds warp. Rich and Marjay hold hands. Their chemically induced calm shatters at a dead end, where they find the waterlogged corpses of Phil, Susie, and Teddy. And then, Maddie starts to swing singing. All of the tunnels are underground, where none of the children will ever be found. The transformation is here. Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise emerges, finishing the rhyme, "Down with the clown." Duck and cover, kiddos. The chase is on.
Now they live down here with the clown!
And now, all the plot lines collide. Separated, Leroy and Captain Paulie Russo are navigating. Leroy, the man without fear, sees his wife Charlotte rushing at him, movements jerky and monstrous. Remembering Fuller's orders, he shoots her in the head. The illusion dissolves. Her body flashes a Pennywise grin. This hardens him. Seconds later, the kids run around a corner. Leroy sees his son Will and raises his rifle, convinced it's another trick. Paulie realizes the truth. In a moment of heartbreaking sacrifice, he shouts "No!" and throws himself in front of Will. Leroy's bullet hits Paulie in the chest. As Paulie dies in the filthy water, his last words to Leroy are, "Make it count." This death changes everything. It saves Will, but it forever scars Leroy with a guilt he can never escape.
Smite. Make it count.
In the frantic escape, Lily gets cornered. Pennywise looms over her. "You convince everyone to come and see me, 'cause you're such a good friend." As his mouth widens into that familiar maw, her foot brushes something. She picks up the Star-Shard dagger Tennille dropped, and it glows. A protective barrier erupts, freezing Pennywise in his tracks, repelling him. He's confused. Lily, clutching this ancient tribal weapon, now holds the first thing we've seen that it genuinely seems to fear. The fallout is immediate. Above ground, Charlotte sees news that the prison bus transporting Hank was attacked. Multiple fatalities. Hank Grogan is now a fugitive. And where does he go? To the woods to reunite with Ingrid, revealing she is the mystery woman he had the affair with. He sends her to find Charlotte, forging an unlikely alliance.
It ain't safe.
You can't stay outdoors. They're coming in the woods.
There might be someone who can help.
On base, a shattered Leroy debriefs with a defiant Shaw who vowed that the people of Derry will answer for this. And the final, haunting moments, Dick Halloran stumbles out of the sewers, mind shattered. He sees the ghost of Captain Paulie Russo moving through the trees. The final shot is that now open, glowing lockbox on a bloody bathroom floor. The evil isn't just in Derry, it's been unleashed inside the one mind that knew how to trap it. This episode's theme is institutional arrogance. The military, with all its guns and plans, is humiliated because it tries to treat a primordial fear as a tactical problem. Their hubris gets men killed and literally breaks their psychic. The kids, with friendship, desperate courage, and accidental magic, survive and even find a weapon. The connections to King's universe are now cemented. Dick's lockbox trauma here directly shapes the man who will teach Danny Torner. Ingrid is Mrs. Kirsch, tying this directly to Beverly Marsh's future horror. And Pennywise, he's back, childish, cruel, and now facing a tool from his own ancient prison. The board is set for the final 3 episodes. Hank's on the run, Lily has a dagger, Leroy is broken and vengeful, Dick's mind is a preached Walt, and the augury, Derry's final bloodshed, is coming. What did you think of the episode? Who do you think is in Dick's act box? What's Shaw's next move? Scream your theories in the comments below. If you love this breakdown, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite shows, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next one. I'm Oliver, and I'll see you in the next breakdown. Stay out of the sewers.